All right, good morning and welcome to this video on the topic of units and measurement. So if you're in class 11th, you may find some questions in the chapter of unit, measurement, dimension, where there is a mention of a sign like this, okay? So epsilon-nought, and this is called mu-nought, okay? So this is called as permittivity, electric permittivity, okay? This is electric permittivity of vacuum, and this is called as magnetic permeability of space, okay? Now these two are linked to each other, and I'm telling you a shortcut with the constant, which is the velocity of light in vacuum, and is given by under root of epsilon-nought mu-nought. Those who are in class 12th are very much aware of this equation, which links the electric permittivity of space with magnetic permeability of the space. I will not explain you what these two are, but broadly, the way they're linked to each other are is with the help of this equation. This is velocity of light in space, which popularly is 3 × 10⁸8. So if you're doing a question in the topic of dimensions, and you're asked, what is the dimension of, this? Then the dimension of this, the question is, what is the dimension of epsilon-nought mu-nought, for example, just as an example, right? So I can write this equation as c square is equal to 1 upon epsilon-nought mu-nought, which is a product of these two. And epsilon-nought mu-nought is equal to 1 upon c square. And c, which is velocity, is Lt minus 1, okay? So if you just write it, looking at this, epsilon-nought mu-nought, the dimensions are going to be 1 upon Lt minus 1 whole square is equal to L2, and this will become T, this will be L minus 2, and this is T square. So these are the dimensions of product of electric permittivity of space and magnetic permeability of space, okay? So this, obviously you're in class 11, so you don't understand this. If you go to the class 12th, you will study some chapters where they will teach you about permittivity, and then they will teach you about permeability of the space and of some materials, electric permittivity of space and some materials. And then they will, establish a relationship between them. You will do some numericals on this equation. But if you're in class 11th, this is something you will have to memorize for a while instead of, focusing on trying to understand these. So just memorize this. This will come in a lot of handy when you're doing a lot of questions. A lot of questions in JEE and NEET are focused on permittivity and permeability. So it will not harm you if you remember individually what are the dimensions of electric permittivity and the magnetic permeability. So go back to your books, open the chapter of dimensions, see around 45 to 50 dimensions. The top 50, the 2 out of them are going to be associated with these two. So I hope my video helps you. Well, it's not a perfect answer because you're still in class 11th, but even if you're a student who's preparing for JEE and NEET, please memorize the individual dimensions of electric permittivity of space and magnetic permeability of space. What I've just told you is a shortcut that links the two. And you can see, it's essentially the product is somehow linked to the velocity of light. If you like my video, just subscribe to my channel, and thank you for your attention.